This is Jamil Patel, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Technology. Welcome to the MOOC series, an initiative taken by the LG Institute of Pharmacy. In our today's session, we will discuss about one more delivery system, that is transdermal drug delivery system. So let's move to the next delivery system, that is the transdermal drug delivery system. Now, here in this delivery system, we are going to apply our formulation over the skin, okay, on the skin surface. So, what is the definition of this transdermal drug delivery system? So, transdermal drug delivery system can deliver the drug through the skin portal to the systemic circulation at a predetermined rate and maintain clinically the effective concentrations over the prolonged period of the time. Okay, over the last 2 decades, more than 35 transdermal patch product has been approved in US market. Okay, so what are the advantage of the transdermal drug delivery system? So first advantage, that is avoid the risk and inconvenience of intravenous therapy. Second one, it permeate both local as well as systemic effect. Third advantage, that is it avoid the hepatic first pass elimination, means if the drug is enter through the mouth route, through the oral route, okay, so ultimately drug may undergo the first pass metabolism. Okay, by this transdermal drug delivery system, first pass metabolism can be bypassed. Okay, it is the non-invasive drug delivery system. Reduction of the fluctuation in plasma level of drugs. Dose dumping chances is minimum in this transdermal drug delivery system. The drug inputs can be promptly interrupted simply by removal of patch when the toxicity is occurred. When we apply the patch over the skin, and if any toxicity is arised, okay, any side effect is arise, any allergic reaction is arise, we can remove the medication. Okay, so here self medication is possible and self removal is also possible in this transdermal drug delivery system. Now here the transdermal drug delivery system, in which the drug is going to permeate through the percutaneous absorption. Now what is the percutaneous absorption? Percutaneous absorption is defined as a penetration of the substance into the various layer of the skin and permeation across the skin into the systemic circulation. Percutaneous absorption is divided into the three-step process. First one, that is the penetration, means the entry of substance into the first layer, that is nothing but the epidermis. The second step, that is the permeation, means the movement of drug from the one layer to the another layer, means from the epidermis to the dermis part. Okay, third step of this percutaneous absorption, that is the absorption. Once the drug is entering into the dermis part, later on through the blood vessels, drug is absorbed into the systemic circulation. Okay, so by this three-step process, drug can permeate through the skin and enter into the systemic. Now, which type of drug should be considered as the ideal candidates for formulating the transdermal drug delivery system? Okay, so the dose of the drug should be less than 20 mg. If the dose of drug is too high, it may be 500 mg, otherwise it may be around 500 mg. So this type of drug is not suitable candidate for formulating the TDDS. The minimum dose, okay, max to max we can move up to the 50 mg, but ideal quantity should be less than 20 mg. Okay, half life of drug should be less than 10. Okay, if we talk about the molecular weight, the molecular weight of the drug, okay, it should be less than 400 daltons. Why? Because if the molecular weight is more, ultimately the drug is not going to permeate through the skin, because the permeability of skin is very less with respect to mucous membrane. So here permeability of skin is less, so molecular weight, that's why the molecular weight of drug should be less than 400 daltons. Partition's coefficient, okay, should be in between 1 to 4. Skin permeability coefficient of the drug, it should be greater than 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 centimeter per hour. The skin reaction, okay, means the drug should not create any sensitized reaction to the skin. Okay, viability of drug is less through the oral route, then this type of drug is a suitable candidate to formulate the TDDS, and therapeutic index of the drug is less So again, for this type of drug molecule also the TDDS is the ideal formulation. Now, if you talk about the components of the transdermal drug delivery system, so which component should be included? Which component is present in transdermal drug delivery system? So, first major component, that is nothing but the polymeric matrix, means specific polymer that we used. Okay, according to our desire, we want to sustain the actions for the 1 day, we want to sustain the action for the 8 hour, or we want to sustain the action for the 72 hours or 1 week. Okay, according to that we have to select the suitable polymers. Main three category of polymer that can be utilized. One is the natural polymers. Okay, in that many natural gum is there, cellulosic derivative is there, it is preferable. HPMC is there, HEC is there, HPC is there. Okay, these are the natural polymers can be selected. Second one is the synthetic elastomers. Okay, many natural rubbers is there, otherwise the rubber category is there. Okay, synthetic rubbers is there, they can be utilized to prepare this transdermal drug delivery system. And synthetic polymers, polyvinyl alcohol, polyvinyl chloride, okay, is the suitable candidates to prepare this TDDS. Okay, second component, that is nothing but the active ingredient itself. Third one, that is a permeation enhancer. Okay, we already discussed that the skin permeability is less compared to the mucous membrane permeability, so that's why there is need to add the permeability enhancer. Okay, in that solvent, suitable solvent PVA is there. Okay, it can be utilized. Surfactant, mainly we prefer the non-ionic surfactant and anionic surfactant to increase the permeability of the skin. And in the miscellaneous chemicals we can use some bile component also to improve the permeability of the skin. Okay, next component, that is a pressure sensitive adhesive. Okay, adhesive agent is required to attach to the transdermal film. Okay, for the proper adhesions of that film over the skin surface. Okay, main the two type of the adhesive is there, peripheral adhesive and bottom adhesive. Okay, peripheral adhesive is attached to the peripheral part of the film, and bottom adhesive that is at bottom. Okay, if we use the bottom adhesive, ultimately drug has to cross that barrier. Okay, and last one, that is the backing layer, backing film. Okay, it is present on outer side of the film to prevent the drug loss from other direction. Okay, all the drug should permeate through the skin only, the drug should not be washed from the outer side of the film. Okay, so these are the basic component of the transdermal drug delivery system. If we talk about the approaches, classifications of the transdermal drug delivery system, so main three class is there. Okay, that is the reservoir type of the transdermal drug delivery system, matrix type and micro reservoir type. The matrix type, again two types is there, that is the drug in adhesive systems, and second one is the matrix dispersion system. By this approach we can prepare the transdermal film. Okay, if we talk about the evaluation parameter of the transdermal drug delivery system, so we have to check the thickness of the transdermal drug delivery system. Thickness of the film should be proper. Okay, uniformity of weight of transdermal drug delivery patch, transdermal patch should not be varies from patch to patch. Okay, drug content should be uniform. Moisture content, okay, it can be measured with the help of the desiccators. Okay, tensile strength is required to measure with the help of the tensiometers. Folding endurance, okay, we are going to fold the transdermal patch continuously on repeated way. The number when the breakage that we observe over the patch, that is called as a, that number is called as a folding endurance. Okay, adhesive study. Okay, different test is utilized for the adhesive study. In that, peel adhesion property is there, tag properties is there, thumb tag test is there. Okay, rolling ball test is there, quick stick test is there, probe tag test is there, and shear strength property is there. These are the different tests. Okay, from this, any one test is utilized to perform the adhesive study of the transdermal patch. Okay, later on, the in vitro drug release study. In vitro drug release study of this patch can be performed by the modified dissolution apparatus, that is a paddle over disc apparatus is there, cylinder modified USB basket apparatus is there, and reciprocating disc apparatus is there. By this modifying dissolution apparatus we can perform the in vitro release study. Okay, next one, that is the in vitro permeation study. This in vitro permeation study means the permeability of the drug through this transdermal patch is performed by the Kesari chain cell, means the branch diffusion cell is utilized for permeability study. Okay, sometimes the ex vivo study is also utilized to check the permeability of the drug molecule through the membrane. Okay, for this ex vivo study we generally preferred some of the skin, okay, intact full thickness skin that is utilized, otherwise some epidermis that is isolated from some animals, and that epidermis layer, that skin layer, is utilized for the permeability study. Okay, if we talk about the in vivo studies, okay, the patch is going to be applied over the specific animal model. Generally we prefer the rat or mice. Okay, sometimes we utilize the rabbit and monkeys also. Okay, so animal model is selected. We are going to remove the hair from the skin, and later on we are going to apply the patch, and we perform the study. Okay, means the quantity of drug enter into the blood circulation, okay, that we are going to measure, and on the basis of that we come to know the how much quantity of drug is going to permeate through this skin. Sometimes we can use the okay, to check whether irritations occur by the transdermal patch or not. Okay, generally we perform the cutaneous toxicological evaluation. Okay, in that we are going to apply the patch for the 7 day, otherwise for the 14 days or for the 21 days is there. And upon that applications, okay, after the long period of the time, whether any irritations, whether any skin rashes occur over the skin or not, okay, that we are going to measure, okay, that we are going to evaluate. On the basis of that we come to know this patch is inert. Okay, component utilized in this patch is inert, is not going to create any allergic reaction, otherwise is not going to produce any over the skin. So two tests is performed, that is the contact dermatitis, and last one, that is the growth of microorganism. Okay, that patch is placed, okay, in the suitable media, and we come to know whether any microorganism growth occur in that patch or not. Okay, so this is about the transdermal drug delivery system. Okay, thanks for watching this video. For more updates, like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite. Press bell icon for the notification. Thank you.